Hi, Santiago here. Let's learn how to configure and 3D print our bridge while we learn 3D printing for complete beginners. Let's do this. Okay, first of all, we have to open our Bambu Studio software and then we click on Add and we select the number 2 of our modeled elements in STL format. Then we go to the Prepare tab and in Process we go to Support. We click on Enable Support and in Type we select Normal and then we slice it. We can see here that it has created support with the overhanging parts that we have two. One that is two columns supported and the other one that it's overhang. Here I will tell you and I will teach you a trick. In the case we go back to prepare and we can see that in between these two columns we have 5 squares. It means 5 centimeters of distance. It's a trick that you can print if you have two columns that and the element that joins it's plain and you have 5 centimeters or less. You can check in between the 3D printers, but this is like an average that we are going to check later. So we want to tell to the software that we don't want support here. So we right click and we put add support blocker in a queue. You can see here that he tells you to switch to per object settings to edit the modifier settings. We tell OK, and we can see that it has shown that we are now in the objects process. We can configure some things between objects. That's amazing. You can configure if you want an object to be thicker, to have more strength, another one to be thinner and have less strength. That's something amazing about the software. So in this case, we are selecting the support blocker that is in the list, and we're going to place it in between these two columns. We're going to scale it. We click here and we select the box that helps us. Here's another trick. For example, I'm going to make a little bigger and also to put it on this overhang. I know it is strange, but I will tell you why after this slice. Here you will see what we all told you before. We don't need to support all the surface in this overhang. We can only support the extreme part, the farthest part, and if we have a plane in between them, we can print it as easily. So we are spending less material and we're making our bridge as we want. We don't need so much support to make it. We just need what it's required. So let's verify with the right bar if we have everything well placed. Here you see we have the two columns and we have the base of the support, and we can tell to the 3D printer to print it. Here is the estimated time, the grams that are going to be spent in it, and the printer. Code of the printer, the PLA, the time lapse, and the AutoPad leveling. I'm going to make a time lapse this time to show you how did it went. It will tell you that the photography may cause surface imperfections and it's recommended to change to smooth mode. And I will tell you that it's not required. I confirm it and it's going to went well. Let's see how does it go. So the software has thrown us in the device tab and we can see the configuration of the nozzle, of the bed, and also the process of the 3D print. You can see here that it's estimated to be printed and the time it's going to take. And the layer also. Here I will show you time lapse and you can see how did it went with the structure and also the support. You have to check a lot if you want to have a good quality print that sometimes the 5 centimeters it's a limit and you will have to make a little lower because it will have some overhangs and some filament that will fall in the 3D print. So you have to verify and know your 3D printer to understand if it requires 5 centimeters or less to make a bridge in your 3D print. So that's it. We have learned how to 3D print a bridge without requiring so much support to do it. I will see you on the next video.